I'll be standing bow on my good side.
I think part of the reason I was nervous is because I didn't think I'd fit in with yoga culture. I didn't drink wheatgrass and didn't meditate and all stuff, so I thought, oh, these people are, yogis are you have a certain idea in your head of what a yogi is. And then when I walked in and I just realized, oh, these are just normal people. These are just people that just want to come and get their stretch on, get their sweat on, right? And so I realized that, oh yeah, that term yogi can mean a lot of different things. So I really felt that I fit in right away. That just, all my bumps and bruises didn't matter. I could just come and practice, didn't have to be a certain way. So I think that's why I really just fell in love with it right from the start. I grew up just outside Calgary in a small town called Linden. It's about 400, 450 people. So yeah, I lived there till I was about 20. It's a really nice community, but it was hard as well. Everybody, you can't just be anonymous and go do your own thing. Yeah, everybody knows everybody, or everybody knows your parents. So if you were trying to get into trouble, they knew, and somebody would be tattling on you. I grew up in the church. I'm a Mennonite Brethren is my background, so very conservative hymns, and that was basically it. So yeah, so anything that was kind of outside that conservative world was very frowned upon, or people didn't, their world was very small, so I wasn't exposed to lots of outside that Christian bubble. So yeah, it was basically church was life. Well, so for being a gay man and not knowing that at the time was definitely difficult, just trying to figure out who I was and how I fit, because especially in a very conservative church background, it's not really embraced. So that was definitely difficult. So I really was very involved. I really threw myself into church because it was safe, and people wouldn't ask why I didn't have a girlfriend or wasn't doing all those normal teenage boy things, because I was just really involved with the church. I was just a really nice kid. So right after high school, I went to Bible school in Europe. So I lived in Europe for a year. I'm just trying to find myself in dealing with my sexuality. It was difficult. So I thought I really just would throw myself into the church thing. And then when I came back, I still had the same feelings. I still was gay, nothing had changed. So that was really time to decide who I was. And so it was several years, eventually that was my coming out process was there. I like to say I'm a late bloomer, because it was really my early 20s when I really started to be comfortable with who I was, and then come out to my parents, and then to my extended family and friends and stuff, and build that circle. But it was not an easy transition. We went together for my first hot yoga class, and I fell in love right from the start. I didn't know where my life was going to take me. I didn't know what to do. I felt kind of stuck. So it definitely, I think, helped me to get that clarity in my mind that to try new things, right? It's okay, and you might actually like something new. And just hearing all these people, other people's stories I was meeting at the studio, and that they were doing what they loved, right? That they just loved being yoga teachers, or maybe they had another job and were teaching on the side, or maybe they were just practicing, but just how that they really loved their life, or if they didn't love their life, maybe they were in a job like me that they didn't like. The yoga helped keep them, got rid of stress, and was just kind of like their safe place.
Back leg is strong, point the toe, press the ball of the foot, reach your fingertips out, human tug of war.
I started teaching, and I really, really loved it. I was always, growing up, I was always the shy kid, right? Not always hiding, because I didn't want anybody to notice me too much, because they might notice that I was gay or different. But there I was like, everybody was watching me, right? And listening to me and doing what I told them to do. It was very different, but I think that's why it was so new for me, that I really, really loved it. When I first started teaching, Kim gave me a job. I was teaching Sunday mornings at 10 o'clock, which is just around the time when people are going to church. And so I remember being asked by my grandma, she's like, are you gonna would you ever come back to church? And I'm like, you know, I found my new church, that I'm here with a group of like-minded people that want to do something really good for themselves. Yes, the physical side, but also it is a spiritual practice. So doing something really good for themselves, and I get to know them, right? It's the same people coming every week. You get to know their lives, what's going on, how's the kids, how's the work. So I really felt like this was my spot where I belong. When I see like the way my family, my parents that have that love and support me, and I just feel like I need to be that for other people. And I see people giving other people space to just live the life that they want to live.
Heart and throat chakras, energy in the spine. Vision to grab back to the heels. Fingers inside, thumbs out.
I think maybe it's because the thing that I need the most, I think it's to not be scared. To not be scared to try new things, to not be scared of what life may bring, to not be scared to tell the truth, to not be scared to hear the truth. I think that's, just don't be scared. Life is so amazing when you let yourself just be open to whatever may come. If you're always just playing it safe, life's just going to be the same, and that's boring, right? So just taking over this, becoming a yoga teacher and taking over the studio, was scary. But we did it, and now I love my life. Now I come to the studio and it's not a job. I go into the room and I love it, and sometimes walking into the room is scary. There's a bunch of people in there, I don't know what's gonna happen, but you just step into it. So I say that like I'm never scared. There's lots of times I'm scared, but I think just go for it.